Hey folks, I just wanted to touch base and talk to you guys about a question that I had. Somebody asked me, a customer asked me earlier this week, and I thought it needed some attention. So, what did this customer ask me? The customer asked me, "How can I add worms to my garden?" And the simple answer is usually just add them, right? That's the simple answer. But unfortunately, that's not really the answer I give most people. I always ask people, what is the purpose of you adding worms to your soil? And I usually get the answer of something like, they aerate it and they'll fertilize it and I don't have to do it, which is true. They will do these functions depending on the type of worms that you're purchasing. The thing that I like to ask though is, are people using an organic way of growing, or are they using synthetic products? And if you're using synthetic products, then I will always recommend that you do not use worms or worm castings. These two things do not work together. Unfortunately, the way they kind of work is the synthetics provide soluble nutrients to the plants right away, where if you're using an organic method or a living soil, if we talk about living soil, you're working with Mother Nature to be able to provide nutrients to the plants. And these two don't work together. So how this kind of works is when we're adding synthetic fertilizers into a soil system, you will actually kill off the microorganisms that are living in that soil. So the natural system that Mother Nature has put into place will no longer be there if you're adding synthetics. So this is why I say do not add worms if you're going to be using synthetics to fertilize your plants, or if you're using synthetic mixtures in your soil. So those slow release things, anything like that, I do not recommend adding worms or worm castings or using an organic growing method with that. You would be better off picking one or the other. Either stick with the synthetic systems or stick with the organic systems. If you mix them both, you're basically throwing money down the drain. So both of these systems do work. It just depends on which you would rather do. Do you want to do the synthetic system or do you want to do the organics? Whatever you do, don't mix the two. They don't play well together. So if you do want to add worms to your soil or your garden beds, just make sure you're not using synthetic fertilizers. If you are, then you kind of have to pick. Do you want to put the worms in there and stop using synthetics, or do you want to, which way do you want to go? Because they don't work together. So hopefully that clarifies some things out there for people who have questions about when they're gardening and when do y'all put worms in my soil, when do I use worm castings, and when is it not a good idea. The answer is really comes down to, how do you want to grow? What do you want to do? Do you want to use a living soil, an organic, a natural way to grow things, or do you want to go the synthetic route? Both of these options work. It just depends on which you would prefer. So, if y'all guys have any additional questions for me, always hit me up in the DM, send me a message, or drop a comment in the community and let's chat about it. I love that stuff. So, look forward to speaking with you guys. Look forward to chatting in the community, like always. Happy to help, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.